to my YouTube, you should see that I'm going live right now. That's where you're going to be able to see my screen. Nope, I told you guys I ain't communicating with anyone here. I don't want to talk to anybody. You can ask your questions on the box there. Alright, guys, so I'm going to go back to the 1 hour first because that's where we were analyzing initially. So, yeah, I was only explaining the 4 hour to give you guys clarification on what I'm seeing. And yeah, that's it. So now I want us to have a look at where my chart is at. Um, there should be a couple of lines up there. So that's take profit to the one that I'm setting now. If you look at my charts, remember guys, I told you I'm live on YouTube. I'm not live here. If you want to see my charts on YouTube, the link is on the bio. My YouTube link is on the bio. So if you press that link, you're going to get access to see my live on YouTube right now. I told you guys I'm not taking any tests. I'm not taking any whatever. I don't have time to be communicating and whatever, proving points and all those things. I understand the TikTok agenda. I even got blocked. So yeah, I don't have time for these TikTok games. Alright guys, if you go to my YouTube now, go and look at the link. I posted a link for you. Okay, never posted it, it's on the bio. Go to that link and have a look at what's there. Press that link and you'll see that I'm live on YouTube. So yeah, that's where I'm explaining the trade. Guys, I told you that I'm not taking any lives, whatever, or connections, whatever, all those things that you guys want to do. But yeah, guys, we've already touched TP1. If you are a gold trader, you can see that gold has already went to 2,640. My second target was 2,647 on the gold. And yeah, we are moving up gradually. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you can see that there is a rectangle box that I've put over there. That rectangle box that I put over there is to identify the change of direction that we identified yesterday. And I waited for a couple of hours this morning. I never slept. I got into the day without sleeping. And then yeah, I saw the confirmation. So I entered and I took the buys. So if you are trading since this morning at about like 2 o'clock, you should have noticed that the market has already taken off. And if I have a look here, I can't see the percentage growth, but you can see that it has increased rapidly from yesterday. And yesterday we also had that big drop on the gold. You know, that gold drop was crazy. You know, thank you for the gifts, Kanan 9. Thank you for the gifts, guys. I don't usually go live on TikTok anymore. There's a lot of problems on TikTok. I can't show my screen. There's a lot of people who show their screens when they're trading, but when I do it, for some reason my live gets blocked, and so yeah, yeah. I'm sure you saw the morning buys too. The morning started off with sells, and then we had some buys until like 12 o'clock or so. Then about like 4 o'clock or so, that's when we took a big drop for sell. And ever since then, the market has created a nice setup for us. So, like I told you, we've already touched TP1. The first TP was $2,640. We've got there already. Now, my second target of this trade is $2,647.14. So, if it gets there, I'm done for the day. There's no need for me to be executing or closing more trades. And remember, guys, there's another thing that I want to explain to you guys. I also still live with my mom. What are your predictions on gold this week? I'm not trading, I'm not swinging it, but we can have a look at it if you want to. But I'm trading live on YouTube, guys. Um, for this week, I believe that gold has traded for too long at the same price. And let me just open the 4 hour time frame. Okay, my bro, if you open your 4 hour time frame and you know your candlestick properly, K9999, sure you can see that big change of direction we just had on the 4 hour time frame. And on the 4 hour time frame, if I took a trade yesterday and I was using the 4 hour time frame, my TP on that trade will be at $2,658. $2,658. Guys, remember, there's one thing that's most powerful when you're trading. Whether you're trading 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, 10 hour, whatever time frame you trade, candlesticks and the properties that follow that candlestick. So basically, if I'm saying you need to know candlesticks, I'm telling you to go learn the bull crosses, the bear crosses, the bullish engulfings, the bearish engulfings. All those types of candles, they end up giving you confidence when you're trading. But the most important one is the bullish engulfing, whether it's the bullish engulfing or bearish engulfing. That way, the body tends to be bigger in the previous candle's body, and obviously the previous candle must be different, and also the market must be coming from the opposite direction. So the reason why I took a buy today on the 1 hour time frame is because the market has been coming off from a big sell that we had yesterday. Then we had a slight consolidation upwards, and then after that consolidation upwards, we had a slight drop again. Then that way I identified my entry points, the bullish engulfing entry points on the 1 hour time frame, and that's the one that we're still in even right now. So I saw a bullish engulfing after a what? A downtrend. So those are two properties now that I've just put on for you. My first property was to identify the bullish engulfing. Then obviously draw my box, draw my support, draw my entry points. Everything must be set up. And you calculate your potential loss. And I don't think you people understand how MT5 has made it easier for everybody to trade. You can actually calculate how much you want to lose. So if you are still struggling and you can't deposit more than 1,000, you can actually go to your trade, open your trade, press on the trade, and drag it to the stop loss, and you'll see how much you'll be losing when the market gets there. So if you are depositing 500 rand, 700 rand, you should be risking 50, 40 rand per trade. You can't be risking as the same person or as the same as a person who has 6,000 rand on their balance, or somebody has 4,000 rand on their balance. That person can still open a 0.10 on gold and smash it immediately, and you are still liable to open a 0.01, you know. So I understand, and yeah, it sucks sometimes that gold can fuck you up. Sorry for swearing, but gold can really mess you up and can ruin your whole day when you're trading. So you must be careful when you're trading gold, guys, okay? That's why too I like to trade it in the morning. If you know properly, gold, if you catch it in the morning, like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, you get to have those nice gradual movements. Then when it's almost New York session, around New York session, everybody knows, like just like how Kanan and I were just talking right now about how gold was performing. Yesterday, gold took off big time. Okay, for me, I first thought that it was going to be a buy when I was live on YouTube this yesterday morning. I thought it was going to be a buy. It didn't work out as a buy. Okay. Then we had those sells. I told my team to close the buy, and we went in for sells. We made some profits, and then we had buys from like 12 o'clock to about 3:30, 4 o'clock, and that's New York session. After New York session, that whole buy movement was cancelled by just one candle. You know. I was just telling someone that I don't trade London session. Yeah, me too. I don't really like London session. Like to be honest with you, bro, I don't know why most people say that it's bad to trade at night. For me, I believe that if you can, okay, like the market has rules. The market has rules, and the rules are all in that book. The book is called the Candlestick Bible. The rules are there. Just that nobody wants to read a book and finish it. You know, um, New York session and Asian session. Yes, Asian session for me, I think is the best. New York session is not good for me because I always think about the people that are in my community channel, and probably they don't know how to manage their trades as how I know how to manage my trades, because not everybody has the skill, guys. You can go and learn and do everything, but you need to trade countless times. You need to blow accounts. You need to blow demo accounts. You need to struggle. You need to have 0 rands, and your first 200 rand you deposit it, and you blow that 200 rand, and you need to go through that phase in order for you to have an edge in the market. The only thing that makes us different as traders is how crazy your edge is. How can you see the changes of direction in the 5 minutes, in the 15 minutes? Some of us trade the bigger time frames like me. I'm always on the 1 hour time frame. Guys, damn, I told you, I don't want to talk to you guys. I don't want to hear your problems and whatever you think of my trading and stuff like that. Stop requesting to go live with me. I have no time to interact with people, please. I don't want any money for you guys to be part of my thing or whatever. I'm just a YouTube trader. That's it. That's my niche this year. I ain't taking money for anything. Um, and because too, you know what the FSCA is doing. Not the yeah the FSCA. You know what they've just did. Um, yeah, with all the licensing and all the things that are needed. That's why too, I will never work with the South African broker. So working with the South African broker, guys, I'm sorry, I don't mean to disrespect South Africans and people who work with brokers, or if there's anybody who's working with a South African broker. But come on, guys, if the papers are not straight and they are not fully, and they're not calling you their representative, a lot of people here in South Africa are just IPs. Me at FXPRO, I'm a representative of the broker here in South Africa. So if the FSCA was to try and search up on me, they can search up my ID number and they'll see that I am a representative of FX Pro. Even if you go online and you go to the FSCA and you type in FX Pro's registration number, which starts with 46, and you look for representatives, you'll see my name, Maswazi Gamede. You know, so that's what I prefer. I prefer to work with the international broker that protects me at all the time. I don't have that 10,000 I have to pay every month for me to provide setups and signals for my clients and all those things. So, guys, I'm not rich. I'm not well off. People just lie too much with their trading, you know. People lie too much. And I work with managers. I talk with managers. And I'm also speaking with one of the managers in Cape Town that works with this new broker called Thrive. So with me speaking to managers, I know what other IPs, the guys that you guys believe are making crazy money. I know their struggles. I know everything. So, guys, it's always good to be original when you're doing your shit. That's why my group still has 24 members. Doesn't have 500 members, 1,000 members. I only have 24 members in my group, and it's nice to communicate with them. The slower it is, I know how better it is. It's gonna be for my team, and I want to create community. That's why I haven't been taking money for the past 2 years with my trading or with my community. So, and I will be giving out a free education. Look at gold now. If you enter in gold, look at how it's moving. I told you guys, if you want to see my chart, go to my YouTube. The link is on the bio. If you entered while I was talking on gold, you should be making some good money right now. We've already touched the first TP. I told you my second TP is at 2,647. That's where we experienced the change of direction that took us down yesterday. So I'm believing that we will be going to 2647.14. But it depends too on candlestick movements. There's about 10 minutes left. Oh yeah, another thing. Kanan, you can also vouch for me. Um, time, bruh. Time. Like the time that you enter in. 0608. 0608. Mm, sorry about that, guys. My chart's just logged out. And okay, now we're back. Sure everybody can see my chart now. So guys, I told you if you want to see my charts, I'm live on YouTube. How do I join your group? You just register with FX Pro when you find your account. If you go to my Instagram right now, the link for FX Pro is on my bio. Or if you want to send me a message, go to my Instagram, the link is on the bio. Or just send me a message here too. There's no fee, guys, trust me. But I'm only going to start trading with my group on the 16th of January. And once you join the group, you'll see that I've been talking to my group. There's a lot of Christmas messages there. I talk to my group guys. I don't ignore them and stuff like that. I actually talk to them because and the downfall that I have with my community channel, I'm trading with old people, guys. So there's a guy that I don't know what he does, but he works. He's from Namibia, and he protects politicians. He's a security guard for politicians. His name is Amos. That guy is about 51. Another one is Pumlani, who's a teacher in Joburg, who lives near me here in Durban, but he's coming back because of retirement. He's about 55 years old. I don't have young people. Oh, yeah, and there's also another person. If you go to my followers right now, and you search the name Boity, 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 a woman, you'll see that she's also old. She's way older than me, probably 35 or so. And she's in my group too, and it's all built on long-term relationships. And I don't know why, but most people want to go and pay for services. But I also realize that if I'm making people pay for services and I give out a signal now in the morning and that signal doesn't work out in our way, I give out a second signal, that signal also doesn't work out in our way. Now, do you see that I've just messed up that person? I made them pay and I gave them two signals that didn't work out, which is now going to haunt me and my business and my image. And that's why you'll never find me being reported by the FSCA or being reported for whatever and all those things. Bro, you were talking about time and the connection disrupted you. Okay, so time. Um, oh my God, I need you guys to go have a look at my chart on YouTube so that I can explain that thing. But let's just do it like this. Let's make a scenario. Let's say the market is coming from the top and it's falling. The market opened up at 1 o'clock this morning. Let's imagine the 1 hour time frame. The market opened up in the morning at 1 o'clock, it started dropping, and the market has created about four candles and it's about 5 o'clock now. Okay, four candles and it's 5 o'clock, 500. It's falling. Remember, four candles coming down, falling. They're coming down. Then the next candle has a bigger body. So let's say this was the last candle that was falling, okay? This was the last candle, and this is the body of it. This is the size of the body of the last selling candle. So now, then this becomes the what? Then this becomes the buying candle. This type of candle here, it is called a bullish engulfing candle. Why? The body of it is way bigger than the last candle that was selling, and the direction was a what? The direction was a sell. So if the direction was a sell and the last candle's body is this big, and then the following buying candle is this big, this candle now, this big candle is the reason why you should start analyzing. And if you go to my charts right now on YouTube, you'll see that there's a line at the bottom, there's a line at the top. If you go to my videos on right now, all the videos where I show you guys how I trade with my Telegram group and everything like that, you'll be able to see that I also circled this candle here. Why? Because we are experiencing a change of direction candle, which is called a bullish engulfing candle after a downtrend. That's a reason for you to start analyzing. And I think most most beginner traders or most people who are joining the trading industry, it's so hard for you to find a reason to start analyzing, right? Have you ever had that problem of like, where must I put my trend line? Where must my trend line start from and end at in order for me to confirm that this is a trend line? You must be able to see which candle caused that trend to begin, and you go and put a line. So if you were looking for buys, you should be looking for that signal at the top that took us down for sell. There is a signal at the top. So you draw that trend line from that signal and you drop it to what? To this big candle here. Remember, the scenario was that we just woke up at 1 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock now, and there's been four candles coming down, and this is the last selling candle. Now the following candle is this big arm of mine over here, and you can see which one is bigger. This one is bigger, showing you what? Change of momentum in the market. So when there's change of momentum in the market, or let's say somebody does something to you and it's gonna shock you, this candle here is the reason why you should start analyzing. So I therefore put a line, and I put a line at the top and at the bottom of that candle. Why? That now becomes my resistance and my support. What I'm telling you right now is in that book, which is called the Candlestick Bible. It's in that book. It's not something I'm creating, it's not something I'm getting off my mind. It's in that damn book, just that people don't want to read. Once you spot a bullish engulfing candle or a bullish piercing line or a bull cross or a bear cross, those are types of candles that I'm saying, the bullish and the bear ones. So, excuse me. So you start analyzing from here. So you see, oh, this one has a big body. You put a line at the bottom, you put a line at the top. So now that you've done that, you know that if I was to put a 0.01 here, so when I say time, now let's get back to that concept of time. Yes! Thank you, boy. I never noticed. Right, guys. We're going to 2647. That's where we're going, guys. 2647, 2647. Guys, I really don't like being live on TikTok. I don't know if they're gonna block it anytime soon or what, but I'm really tired. If you go to my account, you're gonna see it's written there, account warning. That's why I don't go live here anymore. So that's why it seems like my content that I'm posting is not that much. So, but yeah, if you go to my Instagram and also on my on my YouTube, to go have a look. So we just spotted that bullish engulfing candle. Now let's get into the concept of time, Kanan. Thank you for that follow on Instagram. Let's get to the concept of time, what I was talking about. So now this candle, you can see that it's bigger than which one than this one. Okay, this was the last selling candle. Remember, four candles woke up at 1 o'clock. Those four candles have been dropping, and then this candle was the last selling candle. You can see how big it is. It's the size of my finger. That's how big that candle is. Then this candle is this big. Now, what is this candle called? It's called a bullish engulfing candle, which is indicating change of momentum, change of direction, change of anything, whatever you want to call that, whatever that movement. So, but it's called change. Why? Because it's different than what's happening before. And second thing, it's bigger than the previous one. Obviously, we're always going to take the bigger one than the smaller one. That's always the obvious direction any human is going to take because we want more than what we usually have. So, if this one is smaller and this one is bigger, we start looking at this. So, if you are now trading gold, now we know that gold is not the same like Nasdaq or anything else. It moves very, very damn quickly. Never, ever, ever, ever. Please, I'm begging you guys, do not put a stop loss on your trade if you're a day trader. If you're a person who enters now and then exits after about like 30 minutes or so, do not be putting stop losses. Please. Because the market will always chase your stop loss. There's rules to the market. If the market was falling, right? One, two, three, four candles, and then the last candle is this big, and then the following candle is this big. So this is the buying candle, which is the bullish engulfing. Okay. Now the market has given us this candle. Don't you think the following candle, the one that comes after this big one, is gonna come back to the bottom here, to the bottom of this candle? It's gonna come, you know. So instead of you putting a stop loss, put a stop line. A stop line is just a horizontal line that you're going to move up and you leave it at the price. You're just watching now to see if the candle is going to close below or above. If the candle closes above here, that means we're still in a buy direction because this is a bullish engulfing candle. You're going to wait until the market closes below. So when I talk about time, what am I talking about? At, so remember, I said 5 o'clock, right? This candle here, it started moving at 5 o'clock, and then it's about to be 6 o'clock, meaning this candle is about to stop moving. Remember, this was the last one, last selling candle, the new buying candle. Now this one is about to stop moving, and it's going to stop moving at what time? At 5.59.99, whatever time it's going to be. That's when it's going to stop moving. Then at 6 o'clock, we're going to have the new candle that goes above or goes below. You must make sure that you entered your trades at what? At 5:59. At time I was saying. Why am I saying that? Because it's impossible that the market can change its whole direction in the space of 20 seconds. So if there's 20 seconds left until 6 o'clock and you are seeing that big bullish engulfing candle, now you know that you have 20 seconds to confirm that this is a bullish engulfing candle. So once you see that in the last 20 seconds, this is how this candle is shaped, then you understand that, oh, okay, this is a bullish engulfing because it's possible now that in 20 seconds that candle can change its identity and become another candle. Every candle has its own identity. It's important. Like, guys, think about it. The first thing you see when you open the chart is candles, and then you want to go learn about RSI. You want to go learn about stochastic oscillator. You want to go learn about so many things. You put moving averages in the charts. You put all those things. Like, okay, yes, I understand they help you on the long term, but if you want to see what's happening now, if you want to make a decision, if you're driving and you get to a robot, green means go, red means stop. What's this? Orange means you can still pass, but you must be careful. There might be another guy sweeping. So That's the thing I'm trying to explain to you guys. The market has rules, and you cannot be trading if you don't know the rules. You shouldn't be even trading a demo if you don't know the rules. Why are you even trading a demo if you don't know the rules? So you just hoping, oh, make a buy, and I just made money, or I just made a loss. Oh fuck, this trading thing is hard. It's not hard when you know the rules. Because if you know the rules, I just put 200 rand per trade. So if I put 200 rand, I'm gonna have four opportunities to trade. I must look for four opportunities, and within those four opportunities, I must be losing 50 rand target, max 55 rand per trade. But that's what. Okay, so basically, in order to make profit, you must know how much you're willing to lose first. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. That's the concept I'm trying to put on the table. So this candle here, the size of it, you should enter here at the close of this. Remember, a small candle, the last selling candle, one, two, three, four selling candles. This was the last one. And then this one had a bigger body than this one. This was a selling candle, and this one is a buying candle. The body is bigger than which one? Than this. So basically, my arm is bigger than my finger. The last candle, which was selling, was my finger. My arm is the new candle, which is the signal, the buying candle, which is called the bullish engulfing. So let's say this is the size of the candle. Your entry point must be here by my finger, and you must put it in at what time? 5:59.20 seconds. So knowing that now the market has 40 seconds until it becomes what? 6 o'clock. And then the new candle will begin. Now your trade is going to be here. You're telling me in 40 seconds the market is going to go back down here? No, that's not going to happen. It's impossible. Maybe when it's NFP, yes, that can happen. But on another normal day like right now, that's not going to happen. If this is the size of that bullish engulfing candle, your entry point must be here. Why? Because the market would have already created the type of candle it is within that whole 59 minutes. Now you're telling me in 40 seconds, the candle